Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James. It's time for Tuesday's Treasures. Hey, John. Glad to see you made it. Yeah, I got some treasures from last week. A few things that I picked, one or two things I picked up this week. But I've already been selling them. What can I do? And that's what I'm going to show you. The first thing I'm going to show you is went into Dollar General. They were having a 90% off sale. I picked up two of these, which, you know, everybody probably thinks it's a waste of time. $2 a piece. I bought the only two they had. I sold one already. Made enough to pay for this and then some. So yeah, that's a nice little treasure I picked up. Here's a few things that I found on while digging through the other room. This is a Warhammer 40K Legion of the Damned, and these are for Warhammer 40K, obviously. Already listed them on eBay. We'll see what they sell for. And also Warhammer White Lion Command set, already on eBay. See what they sell for. I just discovered these over the last few days. Another thing I discovered that I forgot that I had is from the 1990s. I put it up on eBay today. Never been used. Still in the original plastic. Now it's in the original plastic in a plastic bag that I put it in. But the only time this has been out of the original plastic is when I took pictures of it earlier. So that's kind of cool. And another thing I listed on eBay today, Sunfire and Big Hero 6. I forgot what I listed it at. Doesn't matter. It's I thought it was like a near mint to mint copy. No, near mint minus. Actually, it would grade as a mint if it wasn't for one little thing on the back. There's a little tiny crease in the corner here, and because of that crease, I put it at a 9.2. But I listed that, and we'll see what that means. Angel, glad you could stop in. Haven't gone too deep. There's one thing I made sure I delisted on eBay, and Angel will be glad to see that. I finally remembered to take it down. Hey, I kept meaning to. I'm glad nobody bought it. So, yeah, I remembered to take that down. And I think I've got enough to make a box for you, Angel, so I'm going to do that a little bit later this week. And go ahead and bill you for this and whatever the shipping is on the box. So I think I have enough to fill a box. I'm not sure. If it doesn't fill the box, of course, I won't bill you. So let's see what I got. This is all Star Wars. I picked this up last week. I think I paid too much for it, to be honest with you. Guys, oh yeah, there's vintage stuff in here. Yeah, there's nothing vintage in there. Because vintage, of course, 1982, we're back. I got corrected on that. But we'll see what we've got anyway. These are from, this first bag of figures is from 1995. Now, I haven't really gone and labeled them all or identified them all properly. But, you know, these older ones are pretty easy. I mean, we got Luke. And like I said, I think I paid too much for them. But hopefully I can get $4 or $5 a piece for them and at least break even. And then C-3PO, and I probably won't even sell this. I'll probably just throw this in because she's got a broken foot. Or I'll list it with a broken foot and, you know, make offer or something. Listed for like 50 cents with a broken foot. Here's a Yoda. I have several of these already. One of them I already have listed. I probably won't list that one until the other one sells. Obi-Wan. Leia. The Stormtrooper. And I believe this is... It's one of the bad guy pilots. It's an Imperial pilot. I think X-Wing maybe? I don't remember. But those are the ones from 1995. And I should be able to get, $4 or $5 a piece for these, with the exception of the C-3PO. So, but like I said, I think I overpaid in general for the whole. Now, this is from 1996. And we have another Luke, this time in Stormtrooper armor. And a Han Solo. These are actually sold as a set. They're Yawas. And I'm going to try to find my Sandwalker, and maybe I'll sell Sandwalker and these two together. I don't know. I have to see if I can find my Sandwalker. But I have an original Sandwalker from the 70s, from the late 70s, early 80s, something like that. The Bounty Hunter Chewie. And another Luke, this time as a Dark Jedi. So we'll see what I do with those. Next. These are from 1997, and I have 2 bags of 1997 stuff. And I don't know all of the names on these. This is, I think that's a Hoth Trooper. And it's also from Hoth. There's a Lando. I believe this is a cloud pilot or something like that. Sky car pilot or something like that. I have no idea who this is. I'll have to look him up. This is the Rancor trainer or whatever. One of the aliens, Beep Boop or something like that. I don't remember what his name is. There's another one of them. I don't try to remember the names. I just look them up. This is one of the skiff guards. And I have some weapons and accessories also. I just don't know which ones I have. There's another Han. I believe this is a Bespin soldier. Could be wrong. Not sure on who this is. I don't think it's Leia. It might be, but I don't think it is. And of course, we have another Lando. With his skiff guard helmet. Like I said, I know some of them. Most of them, I don't remember. It's not something I worry about. There's a couple of websites I go to that I can identify any figure. And if the worst comes to worst, I just use my phone. Let's see what's next. Here's some more 1997 figures. There's another, got another Han. I know this guy and I can't think of his name. Some kind of guard. That's a pilot from one of the vehicles. Yet another Han. Like I said, I don't remember the names on these. And a droid. Is that a medical droid, maybe? I don't remember. I watched the first 3 Star Wars movies, 4, 5, and 6. I was forced to watch 1, 2, and 3. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention. But the original 3, 4, 5, and 6, I've seen those, half a dozen times. The rest of them, maybe once. Anything after 6, I never watched. Anything that was made this century, I've never watched. Here we have some from 1998. It's a Sand Trooper. Another Chewie. This is, I can't think of the guy's name, but this actually came with the carrying case. It came with the Millennium Falcon carrying case. Then I got Wicket. And I think this is the Chief. So I got a couple of Ewoks, which is kind of cool. I like Ewoks. They remind me of H.B. Piper's books, Fuzzy Sapiens, Little Fuzzies, Fuzzy Sapiens, and there was one other. I can't remember the name of it. Worth looking up if you get a chance. Uh, 1998. I think this is supposed to be Obi-Wan. Actually, both of these might be. I don't know. And there's another droid. Okay. Is that a young Luke? I don't know. I have to look all of these up. I have one figure from 1999. Now, these are miscellaneous figures, and I'm not even going to try to figure out who they are. And they come on little stands. So these are I wouldn't consider these action figures. These are just figures. Like I said, they come on little bases. Of course, that one I recognize. This is one of the other droids. I have another one of him too. A smaller one. Like I said, I'll look all of these up. I think these are all from this century. So I have no idea. More figures, plus a photo flashback. Anakin Skywalker, also known as Darth Vader. I think this guy might be from Attack of the Clones, but I'm not sure. Once I look all of these up, I'll probably start looking them up tonight and list some of them tomorrow. I've pretty much gotten everything that I picked, everything from that batch that I showed last week. I've got most of that already listed, except for the stuff that I'm going to offer on Friday. Now, of course, if you see something, if I show you something and you like it or you're interested in getting it, you can always make me an offer on it. You make me an offer in the comments, or you can, you know, or down below. No, I don't want to leave the site. I accidentally hit my mouse. And these are just accessories and weapons and stuff, and I have to figure out what goes with who. And I got this guy, but you know, I don't care about him because I have an original. Like I said, I do have an original somewhere. Pretty good size figure, though. I might make some money on that one. I don't know. Oh, no. I was kind of hoping one of these would be vintage because I do have the vehicle. What's his name? Yeah. Looks like a big iron. I have Boba Fett's vehicle, the original. So I was kind of hoping one of these would be the right one to fit it, but I don't think it is. We got this droid. I always liked this droid. I think this one's cool. And I think the toy is cool because the head pops off when you press the button. It's got a little lever down here. If you press the lever, he likes to play with toys sometimes. So that's kind of cool. Then I got a speeder. I'm hoping I can get 10 for this. I'm not going to count on it. And of course, it's got a little lever that you can push to let the wheels down so it actually will glide on the floor. And finally, that's a two-seater there. Well, actually, a one-seater and one a stander. I think it has some other pieces, but it's kind of cool. I'll get pictures of all this stuff and list it and try to make some money off of it. And finally, and this has a, I forgot how to get it to pop up. This piece pops up. I forgot how. Oh, there's a button on the side. So maybe I can make a little money off this stuff. I don't know. It's not in the best shape in the world. All of it's been played with pretty well. And who knows? Michael, glad you could join us. So yeah, that's those are my treasures for this week. Of course, we lost a treasure this week also. If in case you've been living under a rock, which most of us have been, Olivia Newton-John died yesterday, and of course, almost as soon as she died, I got an offer of $30 for my set of grease cards, and I turned it down because, I'd like to get, I'd like to get $50 for it, and I'm not going to take 30. That was just somebody that was trying to make a quick flip on something, I think. So we'll see what happens. If I sell it, I sell it. If I don't, I'm not going to worry about it. I've had it for a long time, so I'm not worried about selling it. I didn't know how I became aware of Newton-John. Of course, my son liked her, and he liked the movie Grease, and I never watched it. I didn't care about Grease, and I never really paid attention to any of her singing or anything. And then I've always been a big Gene Kelly fan, so when Xanadu came out, I wanted to go see Xanadu because it was a new Gene Kelly movie. And that's where I was introduced to Olivia Newton-John as far as the type of music she did. And yeah, that's probably in my top 5 or 10 favorite songs of our favorite movies. It's definitely in my top 4 or 5 musicals. So yeah, that's... Yeah, she was something else, and like I said, it's a treasure. Yeah, Xanadu is I'm going to watch it again. I have it on tape, or not on tape. I have it on DVD. I have it on tape somewhere too, but I have no idea where. I don't know where any of my videotapes are, but I know I've got some. I did go back and watch Grease. It's not bad. It's a cute little story, but not one of my favorites by any means. So we're losing people left and right this year. Of course, a lot of things are overshadowed by the FBI going and doing his thing, or serving a warrant and doing a search of Trump's Florida home. But, that's just the way it is. Yeah, I used to watch Jack Benny very long time ago. Now, I'm sure you might have noticed that I haven't uploaded any pre-recorded videos lately. That's because I'm still working on them. Can't get the format right that I want for my new Eternal My Light project. And I'm still I want to finish that plane before I show that video. So yeah, that's why I haven't had any pre-records, except for the Just a Minute that I dropped last week, and I appreciate everybody that watched that. I'll have some more of those coming up pretty soon. They're pretty easy to do. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a list of all our movies and see what I can watch, what I can get. Mom Knows Treasures, glad you could stop in. You missed all my treasures. I already showed them. It's okay. You can watch it again later. My biggest treasure though was finding those little ponies for $2 and already selling one and making a nice profit on it. Heck, if I had paid $4 for the one and sold it, I still would make money. So that was a nice profit. I'm probably going to be the last Tuesday of the month. But like I said, if I show you something on Tuesday, you are welcome to make an offer on it. The worst I can do is say no. Well, I picked up those 4 slabs pretty cheap already. But I will take a look at what you've got on Saturday. Who knows? I might want to join you on Saturday. But I'm going to offer the slabs that I got to the YouTube people that have supported me first, and then I'll list them on eBay. Yeah, I messed up. I forgot. I thought I'd already put out scheduled this stream. Turns out I didn't. So I scheduled it at about 4:30, which is about an hour ago. I scheduled it. I messed up. Yeah, I will. Let me think about it, and I'll let you know. Trying not to buy too much stuff right now. It's just I got to move stuff. I got to sell some stuff. But I've got a box that I'm tossing stuff in that I'm going to let go cheap, and that'll be the end of the month. Like I said, I think the last Tuesday of the month is when I'm going to do the sale. So lots of Star Wars, a little bit of other stuff, and hopefully between this buy that I think I overpaid for, and the other one that I didn't overpay for, hopefully between the two of them I can make some money off all of them together. So leave it back in there. Forget it. I'm not going to bother with that. So. Does anybody have any questions that I can answer? I don't know when I'm going to do another comic cleaning or if I'm even going to do any more. I've done so many of them. It's going to have to be something really special for me to do it. I'm not going to do just run-of-the-mill ones and film them. Or if I clean a comic, it's going to have to be something special, something I've never shown before, or I'm not going to show it because I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's not going well that way. And of course, I have I have 3 videos that I'm working on right now. One of them is the airplane, finishing that off. The other one is the new version of the Eternal My Life project, and I filmed them. I took pictures of one. Half a dozen comics, 45 minutes. I think I need to cut it down. So I'm just going to redo that whole one and cut down some of what I talk about. And not go into such depth and detail on some of them. 45 minutes on 6 comics is a long time. And the other one is my comic book basics. For those people that don't know anything about comic books at all and are interested in learning about them, that's what that's for. But old timers might learn something too. You never know. One of the things I've noticed is the word spine tick, spine crease and spine tick, and I use the term too, but it's an improper term. The proper term is stress crease or stress mark. That's the proper terminology for that. So yeah, maybe we'll get into a little bit of that, and hopefully I can teach some people something, because that's what this channel is supposed to be about. It's me sharing my collection and sharing the knowledge that I've gained over the last 50 plus years of collecting, and showing the little things that I've come up with. Of course, I got a new little Superman. Got that from Roy. He's happy to see it come in. That's the thing about this comic that I'm offering on eBay. Aside from the little tiny 1/8-inch corner crease on the back, it has exactly 2 stress marks. They don't break color. I could remove them, but I'm not going to, because one of the things I put in there was it has never been cleaned, never been pressed. It is literally a raw comic. And it's, even with those 2 little problems, I'd still grade it a 9.2. It's near mint minus. Oh yeah, and that's money, because first appearance of Big Hero 6, first appearance of every character on the cover with the exception of Silver Samurai. That's, like I said, that's money. That's at one time that booked for well over $100. I think it's down. It's down from there. I think it's right around. Well, I think I'm asking 70 for it, with the buy it now. And I'm not going to say what the buy it now is, but there is a point where if they offer over a certain amount, it automatically accepts it. So, of course, it's not my best copy. I have 2 more copies of it. It's not even the best one of my duplicates. That's my lowest grade copy right there, 9.2. The one in my collection, I'm going to say it's mint. It may be a 9.9. It is that nice. It has no marks. It has no creases. It has no marks. It doesn't even have any flex on the spine corners. It's clean cut. It's just gorgeous. It's one that CGC might actually give a 10.0 to. CBCS would go 9.8 or 9.9, because CBCS knows how to grade. Yeah, that's one of the things. A comic can be incomplete and still be worth a lot of money if it has a complete story. As long as whatever's missing from it does not affect the story, then you're good. But if you're missing a page, you could be in trouble. I'm not a CGC fan. Never have been. I always thought they charged way too much for the quality of service they give. And I've seen some of their old. I have a bunch of CGC graded comics. Not a bunch, but maybe a dozen. And there might be one that I agree with the grade, and all the rest of them, they're either overgraded or undergraded. Most are overgraded. I have one that's like a 9.6. I wouldn't have gone above an 8.5 on it. And I think on some of the older ones, some of the older comics where I look at them and I see what they grade them at, I'm looking at it and I'm going, no way, this is not right. These grades are way off. But they give so much leeway on a silver or a golden age comic, it isn't funny. Well, we don't count those on silver age. Oh, bullshit. You do. You count it on every comic. Every comic. I don't care if it's platinum age, something from 1934, 1944, 1954, 64, 74, 2004, 2014, made yesterday. You grade them all the same. Because if it's not all graded the same, then it's useless. You can't trust your grades unless you're grading everything the same way. And as far as having a comic graded just so you can store it, I don't agree with that either. A comic, it's in a mylight with a full backboard. It's protected just as well as if it had been in a slab, because if you're going to put it in a slab, you're going to take care of it. Well, if you're going to put it, what's the difference between taking care of this and taking care of the slab? Slabs do not help a comic book. And slabs need to be redone every so often. I think like every 10 or 12 years, you should have them re-slabbed. No, that's crap. If you're paying $30, $35 or more to get a comic slab or reholdered or holdered, you don't want to have to pay that again ever. But they recommend you have them re-slabbed every 12 years or so. I never have to redo that. That's good forever. Oh, I might want to put a piece of interleave paper in there, but it's not really necessary on that newer comic because it's not newsprint. It doesn't deteriorate the same way. So yeah, I have a lot of problems with slabs. I don't send comics in. Now, if I had a retail store, a brick and mortar store, I would probably be sending comics off to get slabbed and to get grades, because I know that I can make more money off of them that way. But as far as a collector, I don't think it's worth it. That's possible. But really, yellowing, it comes from other things, heat, uh, uh, temperature variations, and heat and stuff like that. And how many people have environmental controls to the point where they have a constant temperature all the time for their books? I can think of maybe one or two because they're wealthy enough they can afford it. But other than that, no. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Glad you could stop in. Well, see, that's it. There's the comic is in plastic, in plastic. So the outer plastic may never yellow, but the inner plastic depends on what it's made of. Yeah, that's why I like Mylar, because you never have to change Mylar ever. It just you don't ever have to do it. The board maybe, but the Mylar sleeve you never have to change it. It's good. It's good for longer than the comic is. Oh, I'm jealous. Thunderstorms. I'm jealous. I would love to see some thunderstorms or any kind of rain at all. We're in that pocket that we're not going to get anything. Just get a big fan and point it west. Well, I can tell by my stomach that it's probably time to close this out. Uh, I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat. So make sure everybody, before you handle your comics, your cards, toys, whatever, wash your hands. It's good for your comics. More importantly, it's good for your health. And we'll see you Friday on the Horizon Picks Show on the auction. Bye. Where is it?